Hi. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I do have one of my Fadewalker mitts finished, and I did the gusset and the little bit of thumb, and then I finished up the top. So let's put this aside for now. And this is what I'm going to show you as an example, because that's kind of what I'm working on. I did do more gusset stitches just so that I had enough to show you how to finish the thumb and the top, but let's talk about this for now. As you can see, I'm working on my second one, and I have a mess of needles and thread and cables, and this is one way that you can go ahead and do what we're going to do next. You can keep your regular work for the basic part of your glove on your regular knitting needles, and then when you come to your thumb you can put them on a different set of knitting needles, which is what I've done because that's what I had available. Lazy me. The other thing that you can do, there are two other things you can do. If you have roll holders, cable holders, stitch holders, they kind of look, they're in this shape. One end's open, and then the other one has a little clip, and this clips into here, and you put your stitches on the one side and then you close it. So if you have those stitch holders, they're called, you can use that. I don't have any because I don't like them. I work a lot in circular needles with cables and the needle, and so a lot of times I will just use an extra cable. This is a little bit longer than what I really need for this. 16-inch would probably be big enough, but this is what I had available, so this is what I'm going to use, and you learn to just ignore it basically. So I'm going to show you how to do this. You already see how to do this, but I'm going to show you how to do this, and when it comes to putting the thumb stitches on this, it would be the same whether you're using another set of needles like I did on my project, whether you're using one of the stitch holders, you just gather them on there, or whether you're going to use a cable. Now what you need is, you'll need your cable, you'll need a needle that is smaller than the one you're knitting with, and you'll need some of your end markers, and you'll need your key that goes ahead and locks your cable on. So let's go ahead and get one of our cables locked on to you just need one needle for the thumb gusset to hold it until you get ready to work it. So, and the nice thing about this is, if you're going to use circular needles to finish your thumb gusset, you already have your cable in there. And so you don't have to worry about going and picking back up stitches again, it is really nice. So then the other thing, I put my needle on one end. I'm going to go ahead and put my end cap on the other end. Now you'll need two of them eventually, but for right now we're just going to need the one. And I'm going to tighten that up. I'm going to push that to the side, and I'm going to put my key to the side for now. So I will pick up my work, and when I get to my stitch marker, I will show you what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and knit to our stitch marker for now. I'm reading that book. I did a review on it not too long ago, the ergonomics of knitting, and the one thing it says is don't lean your elbows on a table, because that causes problems with knitting. So I'm trying not to do that. It's a little bit hard when I'm making a video. But that's a good tip for you too. If you have a chair with armrests, they say don't lean your elbows on the chair rest. It cuts off the circulation of nerves and tendons. It cuts off a lot of things. Okay, so I've knit to my stitch marker. I'm going to take my stitch marker off, and I'm going to pick up the needle that I just prepared with my end cap and my needle, and I'm going to go ahead and just move these stitches. I'm not going to knit them, I'm going to move them. Okay, so I have all of my thumb gusset because this is the rest of the other side of my glove. So I'm going to go ahead and take this needle off. And whether you're using needles or just the cable or you're using the stitch holder, it's the same process. You just thread the working stitches onto whatever you're going to hold them on, and I'm just holding them on here. So as you can see, I still have a little bit of a mess, but the one thing you will see is for you, I have used a purple for my working one and orange for my holding one, and you just have to be patient to keep everything a little bit out of the way and not worry about it. Now, once you've gotten those on your holder, whatever that's going to be, I have to get my thread untangled, of course. Okay, I'm going to put on one stitch, and I'm going to do it backwards. And the way to do it backwards is lay your yarn over your finger, twist it towards yourself, and you'll see this part covers this part. And then you put your needle through there, and you've put a backward stitch on. And for this project, this is how I'm doing this. So then we're going to go ahead and pull our work together so that your stitches are kind of in line together with each other. I'm going to push my holding needle down through my material as if we're knitting in the round again. If you're using double points, it's a little bit easier. And you can see I'm going to push this stitch on my right hand needle down to meet my left hand needle. I'm going to hold it with my fingers, and then I'm going to start knitting this other side. And once you get to the end of the round, then it's just a matter of working around these stitches and ignoring the thumb gusset stitches that are on your holding pattern. We won't be doing those until our next video, so I am going to tell you a few little tricks. So you can kind of see I'm just working these stitches here. I'm ignoring the stitches that are on my holding cable. We will work those later. I will show you how to go ahead and hide holes so that we don't make so many holes. There are other ways to hide holes, and your first pair of mitts, I don't worry about it too much. This is basically learning the skills, and then we will perfect them later on as we get to working. Now, if you're working the Fadewalkers, you'll want to be able to hide holes between your thumb gusset and the body of your glove. So go ahead and work these according to your pattern. You have your pattern, and when you get to the point that let me pull my glove out. So basically what you have is we did our ribbing here. We did the body up to our thumb gusset. We've done our thumb gusset up to here, and now we're going to put this on hold. These will be on hold for now. And you're going to work from here up to your ribbing. Now, once you get to your ribbing, you can go ahead and finish that ribbing. You don't need my help because it's exactly the same. If you're doing the Fadewalker, it's the knit front back twice and then purl two stitches, knit front back 2 stitches. It's the same as we did at the beginning. So for the Fadewalkers, that's how you're going to do it. For just the plain glove, you're going to do a knit 1, purl 1 when you get up here, and it's the same thing. You've done your ribbing, you've done your work to your gusset, you've worked up your thumb gusset, and now you've put them on hold, and we will hold those until we get ready to do this. I will show you how to do this. And now you're starting to finish this part, the knit part. And this is about, an inch. You're going to knit another inch, and then you're going to go back into your knit 1, purl 1 ribbing. And I'm going to assume you know how to cast off. We've done this in other videos. You can check if you need to. But once you get this part finished, I'm going to go ahead and come back, and we will pick up these stitches that we have, and they're on this orange cable, and I will show you I'm actually going to show you how to do them on double points. Now you can do them on circulars. It's a lot harder. It's really kind of tedious. So I will show you how we will do that, but I will use double point needles. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's only 10 minutes long, but I found taking some classes that I really like the shorter ones that are just concise and get to the point, and then I can go find another video for the next step, and that's kind of what I'm doing with these things. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.